Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the treehouse build. In this part we're going to go ahead and finish up the entire project by building the treehouse portion of the tree. So what you're going to want to do is get out oak wood slabs, spruce slabs, jungle slabs, oak wood, oak leaves, oak fence, and torches. This is just so that if you run out of leaves or if you accidentally break one, you can easily replenish it, or you can even get spruce as well, but we're not going to do that in this case. So the first thing you're going to want to do when building this tree house is figure out how high you want it up the tree, how high you want the base. As you can see, each tree has its own little platform. This is where you're going to figure out the height of the platform, and in this case we're going to go right here about. So I'm going to go ahead and build a little bitty platform around the tree just to kind of verify where it is at all times. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is figure out where you're going to put your stairs that lead up to it. So what I wanted to do is that, if you remember in the first part, we kind of made this idea where this is going to be something. So if we want to access it and not have to be too far away from the stairs, that way if it's nighttime we can easily get down and go straight into it. This could be entrance into a mine, for example. You're going to want the stairs relatively close. So we're going to put the stairs right here. So in order to do that, this is actually very difficult for me. I'm not too good at stairs, but we're going to work with it. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and put a torch just so that we have some light down here. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're just going to use oak for now, and we'll randomize it once we get to the part where we do that. And I'm actually going to use oak and spruce. I'm going to randomize it as I go up. So I think we're going to do about a 2-block thick pair of stairs. Try and figure out where we're starting it. That'll work. And then I'm going to go up here, and where do we want it to start? As I said, this is very difficult for me. Stairs are always kind of unique. We'll just do it kind of like that. That'll be good. And then bring it around slowly. Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. That'll be better. And that will allow us to shave off some blocks. You got to fine tune it in the end, so always kind of be careful with it. Nope. Alright. Let me see. I don't want it to be too square, so I'm going to kind of try and work with some sort of design. Again, hardest part of the build, the stairs. As long as you can get up them, I guess it's fine. So let's go ahead and just continue and not get stuck on that first part. We can always edit it. I'm going to go ahead and add one little bitty piece of like a round. Nope, that's not good. I need a way to make it curve more. So, how do we want to get up there? I guess we could just kind of do that. That way it can kind of slowly get there. In fact, we'll do this. That way we can kind of loop around with the stairs. The only thing I'm not liking is this, but we can always make this some sort of pillar. So, no worries. Now that we're getting somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up just to kind of get the whole process going. This is all random, so don't be stuck on this if you don't, basically don't try and copy it, because it is going to be different for each build. This is the part where it's going to take the most time from you, so make sure you pay attention with your placement and just get the shape that you want, because it can be very difficult. But so let's go ahead and speed this up. Alright, so now we've got our stairs, and it does take a while, and it got me a bit of a short speech going on, and that's why I sped it up. This kind of building takes focus, so, you know, spend as much time as you want on it. I just wanted to speed it up so you guys wouldn't just have to watch me building stairs. But that's basically the shape I'm going for, and it can be any shape you want it to be, but in this case, that's what we're doing. So the next thing you're going to do is kind of build pillars like this. And then once you've gotten to the top and have a bottom piece, break them out and just put, you know, fences in there. This is the part where you can kind of anything you don't like on the build, like on your stairway, you can just mess with by adding these. This will be used for support and for lighting, so I might just do this since that's short anyways. And then I'm gonna add one here, do the same thing. Actually, yeah, we'll do that, why not? Well, we'll save that for once it's all kind of out there, because I'd like to have enough room with the pillar, and same thing with that, or with the platform. So we'll do one more here. You'll see why this is important later. And there's the weather again. And then the same thing with that. I'm gonna break all the oak there. So never mind about the pillar, just kind of do what I'm doing here, and you'll see that once the platform's all put together, it makes more sense. Actually, this one you can go ahead and do something with. I'll do that, then maybe that. So next, you're gonna want to go ahead and start playing with the shape of your platform. This is important because once it's all completed, this is the shape. This is what your house is going to be put on. So you want to make sure you have enough room to put chests and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to wrap it around here because this is where our entrance is. And I think the main house is going to be this middle area. So make as much room as you can for that. And I'm going to put a pillar here. And then you'll kind of see what I mean. I'll do that. Yeah, right? Is that how I do it? Yeah, that's how I do it. And then build up the pillars. There we go. And then we'll put one, we'll kind of go out a little bit more. That way we have as much room as we want to work with. And don't worry about how far you go, because though it does look a little unrealistic when you have that much stuff sticking out, you can easily just add a pillar and give it support. That way it looks a little bit more realistic. And break up the middle. There we go. And then we'll do a pathway under there. It'll look pretty cool. And then now we can start messing with the pillars that we made a while ago. This is the part that was kind of getting me there. Get that going. This kind of makes the stairway have a little bit of support, as well as, you know what? I kind of want to go up with this one as well, just to kind of make it match. It would look kind of neat. Yeah, that'll be good. And from there, we'll do the same thing with that one and add support under it. This can be random as well. The entire point of building a tree is to just have this random effect. I mean, all the trees I've built so far, none of these were planned. In fact, this one was going to be one tree. I did the stairway and it took up the whole thing, so I made another tree. And then this one was just another kind of practice thing. But the next step is just to kind of place random oak wood or jungle wood. This gives it the effect that we're going for, where it's mismatched and kind of just, it looks like the builder or the owner of the house just kind of wanted to place blocks everywhere. They were ready to just live. They didn't care how it looked. They just wanted to get, support. So that's kind of what this makes it look like, and that's why I really like doing it. So we're gonna bring it all the way up here and then do the same thing once we get in this whole area, just in random places. It really doesn't matter. The reason we have 3 different blocks for it is because it adds quite a bit, actually. You'd be surprised. So once you've finished doing that, sorry, my words actually went all over the place with that last sentence. The reason we chose 3 blocks is because it allows us to make things a little bit more random and still looking good. Like, as you can see, this looks terrible, but if we add spruce in there, it'll eventually all tie together pretty well. It just creates this whole randomized look that's pretty nice. So you kind of got to work with it, though, just like I've been saying with this whole build. Work with it and you will get your design, I promise. So you can kind of see it's all coming together slowly. Although I'd like to get rid of these so we can see a little bit more oak. We'll put a spruce here, kind of make it go all over the place, and then maybe cover that up just slightly. There we go. Put one there and do that. There we go. So it's all coming together pretty cool. We need to fix this. How can we do that? That'll be good. And we'll just kind of do this. So this will officially be our, well, yeah, we'll do that. That should be good. We should better walk under that, no problem. Perfect. Okay, so under it, before we start the actual house, we're going to go ahead and kind of give it this wavy pattern by doing random places with double. I kind of get this whole thing where I do it every other one has doubles. This kind of gives it a wavy effect, as I was just saying. So, but you can play with this as you want. Again, it's random. And we're gonna do it under it as well in random spots. This part is just, I don't even know why I do this. I feel like it gives it this nice look, and I kind of like to bring it in the middle, make it all kind of round out. Makes it look nice, just like this. What blocks are these? There we go. Do that, and then again a little bit out. This is barely seen, but it makes it look a little less flat, which is all that's important, really. There we go. And do it all over the place. And we're almost done, guys, I promise. Sorry for keeping you this long. Hopefully you've stuck around. Alright, cool. It's looking good. Do that. Maybe put one there. Nope, that's the wrong block. Do that. Is that the... Okay, it's jungle. There we go. And that's pretty much all we're doing for that. And now we have our platform to work with. And I'm going to actually hide that by doing that. And this is kind of the part where the actual house comes in. Just because this feels out of place, I'm going to go ahead and put another pillar here. That should make it look a little bit better. There we go. And then add that. So here's the part where we're gonna build our actual like tree house. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is figure out where you want it. Now this is gonna be very picky for me. I think we're gonna make it so that this block goes up, and then we're gonna move this one and just place a block like that. Well, then we'll do that. You gotta really prepare if you don't want to have to tear things down, because as you can see by this, some things require editing, so make sure you get it just right. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm gonna come up here, and we're gonna do the same thing I usually do for all of my builds. And then I'm gonna bring it out over here, and we'll stop it at about that level and just do the same thing. This creates our structure to work with. That's not necessarily what I did over there, but that was just a different style. I prefer this a lot better, and you'll see why. But just build your structure out. This side's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to necessarily be able to have much to work with, so we'll just create the support here. So this is the entrance, so not much can be done. We'll just create like an overhang effect. There's not going to necessarily be walls for this. It's just all around basically fence. So no worries. Next we're going to get spruce and dark oak and basically splatter a roof on top. And it's going to give it a real nice like jungle effect. So that's what we're going for here. I just need to figure out how we're going to do it. I think all around we're going to do this. So go ahead. Actually, don't do it that. Do it with spruce. Sorry about that. But just go around and kind of make the roof look kind of like a hut, really. It can be random as well. You don't have to be strict with your placement. If you misplace a block, you can consider not even getting rid of it. It can work with even the weirdest placement. Next, just kind of go up with it and add the roof. It's pretty easy to explain, even though I'm having trouble with it. You just want to go up slowly with it and round it off. And also I'd like to add in, if my commentary is a little bit off in this, it's because I've been recording all day. I started to lose my voice, but you know what? Whatever. That's what happens. Next, I'm going to kind of give it this random effect to it, where it's like almost flowing down with the whole build from the top of the tree. I like to do this just because it gives it more support almost. So just kind of in random places. You could almost add a sunroof. Alright, and get that going. Do that. Maybe add a little bit more there. Bring it down. And I'd like to round that out just a bit. And we'll kind of go down with that. Maybe. Nah, that's not good. Just randomize it. Doesn't matter. Alright, and now we're going to start doing some dark oak, just to give it, again, the same effect we've been doing. No need for explaining it here. You guys have heard me say it over and over and over again this whole project, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. I hope to see this build at least being used. If you're following along, please feel free to tweet me a picture of your final product. I think it'll look pretty cool. And hopefully I've taught you guys a thing or two about building tree houses. Hopefully I've instilled the whole mindset of it can be random. It literally is just all about the random placement. It doesn't have to be, you know, like formal. I mean, it's a tree house. Chances are they're living in a tree because they don't have that many resources to work with. So yeah, that's kind of the whole point of this, is just to it really, you know, shows you what you can do almost just by randomly placing things. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Just hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two from this little project. Alright, that should be good. We've got our little effect going on now of a splashed around hut. So now that's basically it. We've got our stairway, and now we want to work on adding a fence so that we don't fall off. You can make a gated fence here if you want. It really doesn't matter. Like if you want to jump off at times. If you're using this in survival, feel free to put one like here or something. In fact, we'll do that now. Why not? And then maybe you could have some water down there, so that way you could just fall off and land in the water. I kind of want to bring this around there, like that. And then, maybe do that, and then we can add a torch on it or something. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Add some torches, light up your build, feel happy about it. I kind of want to get rid of that and then make it so that it's just kind of supported with fence. Yeah, that'll work. That makes it look better. So that way we have more, you know, room. It opens it up a lot more. So now that we've done that, we're going to kind of block off everything. That way we don't fall off. And then over here as well. And we'll just kind of do it random. There we go. And maybe one there. Sure, why not? And that's that. That's basically it. That's the entire build, essentially. Next, it's all about the furniture. So let's go ahead and figure out some places to put some things. Let's see. I kind of like, which side do I like? I kind of like this. That kind of works. Or maybe even, you know, we could even cover this up and then just make this whole wall here the bed. That might work. So that whole thing where we opened it up and by destroying that pillar totally was pointless. And we'll get our tools here that we need for everyday use. Put one there, why not? And we'll put the furnaces outside. That way we have more room inside. So we can do that with that. Or maybe even a chest there. Something could go there. Stack up some chests. Maybe this could be our working area. And what else would you have in a little treehouse? A jukebox? This is all about the random placement. We'll bring these back inside. This is up to you guys at this point, really. Just furnishing the place. So, anyways, I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. That's how you build a treehouse. I mean, I don't really know how much I was needed in the assistance of this, but that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and leave if you want now, but I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do if you want to stick along, but just to kind of give you a full tour of what we've got now, even though I probably did it in the intro. That's going to change. There we go. You got the pathway. That looks like it needs a little bit of fixing. There we go. You got the stairway, leads straight up in there. And then you got your bed, a nice balcony to shoot from, and look, even overhang with the tree. You can even add a ladder to where you can go up to the very top and maybe hide something like your little enchantment room. That could be pretty cool. But that's how you basically build a treehouse. I've got other examples here. This world will be available for download. But what we're going to do next is add a pathway. So that way, if you did make something out of this, then you can do something about it. But this is just the pathway. If you're connecting it like in a village or something, use coarse dirt. It goes really good with it. So that's what I'm going to do here. And just kind of randomly place it. And then let's get some bone meal. This is what I always do to finish off my builds, just because it makes it look a lot better. It's like the final, this is like the tip on the icing, or the icing on the cake. Basically finishing it's like my signature, really. But that's how you do it. That's how you build a treehouse. This world will be available for download. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out my other videos, such as how to install shaders mod, link in the description, or maybe an annotation, I don't know. Anyways, guys, sorry for taking so long with this. Hopefully this is what you were asking for. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.